diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Moore. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Powers through the defender. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
It's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they build traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Slithers into space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Makes the catch. It's Graham. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Johnson wants to throw it. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They want to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Got a man. It's Graham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by them.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Looking for space, it's Peoples. Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better. Turning it off! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to...
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He might want another play. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Looking for a crease. It's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits? Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They'll move the tight end. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. It's a draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They're going back to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Timeout, Oregon. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. dead center perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Creates a little room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Coastal Carolina. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Peoples. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job.
Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Motion from the back. Johnson wants to throw it. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Branch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Back open in the middle. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Quarterback may change this route with the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Johnson looking to throw. Right on time to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
They'll line up to go for two. He's looking to throw. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in, it's Smith. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Oh, they're after him! And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
All right, now that play's over. Now I got to know this is it. This is my last play. I got to save my best for last. If I get in the end zone, I win this football game. So what is my play? Who is my player that I'm highlighting to go try to get this done?
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly